What's up, everybody? Chris Cebollero, co-host of the Inside EMS podcast. And today I want to talk to you about the influence of good habits. One of the quotes that I want to start this off with is never underestimate the power of consistency. And the more that we're consistent, the more we're able to create the opportunities we need to be successful. And then that's where we need to create these positive habits. When you think about your thoughts, our thoughts create feelings, and then our feelings create emotions, and then our emotions create behaviors. And that behavior is what's going to create habits. And everything that we do really comes down to our daily routine. And our daily routine is made up of habits. And one of the things that we really need to think about creating new habits is how do we go about making that happen? And the first thing that we want to do is we want to have a vision. Everything that we need to be able to accomplish comes to us with a thought of what that's going to look like. And this is our vision. And when we think about a car and we think about a boat, and I do this teaching all the time, we don't see the letters CAR. We don't see the letters BOAT. We are wired to think in pictures. And in the absence of that vision, we don't know where we're going. So think about a vision. What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to be? Maybe it's college. Maybe it's quitting smoking. Maybe it's losing weight. Maybe it's getting a new job. But picture where you see yourself in the next year. And then after you create that vision, the next thing that we want to be able to develop is goals to reach the vision. How do you make that vision a reality? Now, one of the things that you need to think about is both long-term and short-term goals. So what can you do in the next 3 to 6 months, short-term? What do you need to do in a year, 18 months, 2 years, 3 years to get this done? This becomes important when you think of things like, wanting to lose 100 pounds or wanting to get your degree and you have no college. You want to be able to say in a short term, maybe in the next 3 months, I want to enroll in college. And then a year, I want to be able to have 4 classes, in under my belt, whatever that is. One of the things that's really that we forget when it comes to setting goals is that we need to develop the plans to reach the goals. So if I have a vision that I want to lose weight, I want to lose 30 pounds, the goal is going to be getting in the best shape that I can, right? Losing weight. But what's the plan to make that happen? Well, I need to eat more meals a day. I need to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning so I can go to the gym. I need to make sure that I'm walking or doing some type of exercise later in the day when I get home from work. That's the plan to reach the goal. And this is something that is really forgotten. Next, I want you to take a time for reflection. How are we going to make this goal a reality? One of the things that I want to point out to you is that you have a set routine every day. You may wake up the same time every day. You may shower the same time every day. You may dry the same body part first every day. For some reason, I always start with my head when I'm drying myself off. I take the same route to work every day. I eat lunch at the same time every day. Now, this becomes monotonous, but you know what? This becomes our routine. So now when you start to think about your reflection, where does this new goal, where does this new plan to reach the goal fit into your same everyday habits? There's a great quote. To get something you've never gotten, you've got to do something you've never done. Your next big thing is not in the same everyday habits. You have to do something different. So where does this going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning? Where does this eating 4 meals a day? Where does this walking when you get home from work? Where does this come into play in your daily routines? So when you think about your time to reflection, this is really about your ability to put this new habit into your daily habits, or somewhere into your daily habits. That's what I was trying to spit out before. Now, the hard part is creating this or making this a habit. There's a lot of things that you can read, and it says that you can create a habit in 30 days, you can create a habit in 6 weeks, you can create a habit in 2 months. And this is really where your habit has to become hardwired. Your subconscious mind will take over and make this new habit something that is being controlled by your subconscious mind. But the hard part is getting up every day, doing what you need to do, making it making it a routine. And then this is where the habit loop comes in. And the habit loop is really made up of three components: the cue, the routine, and then the reward. This is the habit loop. So the cue is going to be, if I'm going to go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, the cue could be my alarm clock waking me up. If I'm going to eat better for lunch, the cue could be I'm meeting certain people who love to have salad every day for lunch. You know those people that eat salad every day? I started hanging out with those people, and all of a sudden I wasn't eating the cheeseburgers and the cheesesteaks and all the things that were making me uncomfortable in my clothes later on down the road. So the cue is the something that makes the habit happen. Next is the routine. If it's my morning routine, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I go into the kitchen, I start my car with my automatic car start, I use the restroom, I wash my face, I get all ready, and then I head to the gym. And then finally, it's the reward. What is it that you're starting to see? Well, I'm starting to lose weight. I'm starting to look better in my clothes. I'm starting to feel good about myself. So one of the things that I really want you to think about is the power of habit. Your thoughts create feelings. Your feelings create emotions. Your emotions create behavior. Those behaviors become habits. Everything that you want to be able to achieve is going to come with creating these habits. I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you follow this plan, you are going to make your opportunities, you are going to make your goals, and you are going to make your successes come true. Remember to become a fan of the Inside EMS podcast with Kelly Grayson and myself. New shows come out every Friday, and we will talk with everyone real soon when we go over the next leadership article.